Hey everyone, Simply Jeff here. Another podcast, my second one. Wow, congratulations to myself. But I'm very excited today to share a little music and little COVID news with a good buddy of mine that I've known for years. His name is John Kelley. I'm sure most of you who are tuning in already know who he is, but for some of you who don't know who he is, he is basically one of the pioneers of the West Coast break scene, better known for his funky desert breaks, Moontribe events, his releases on Ball of Wax, amongst many other labels, such as Moonshine. That's one label that we actually collaborated on label stuff with, and we also did stuff on my label, Phonamental, as well. We did couple tracks on that label too, and throughout the years we became really good friends, and yeah, so it's been a really cool journey. And if you want to ask us any questions, maybe towards the end of the conversation or whatever, or maybe along the lines as we're going through, maybe I'll freestyle and look over and see who's actually um, responding. But what I'm able to do, just so you guys know, I'm able to see you guys leave comments on my Twitch feed, my Facebook, and my YouTube. So wherever you're at today, and you want to leave a comment off to the side in the chat, and if I happen to glance over and see it, or if I think John might be able to see it too if he's on Facebook or whatever. But if not, I'll look on the chat. I'll keep an eye on that as good as I can, and we'll just take it from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring on John. So let's see. Hold on one sec. Let's see if John's there. What's up, John?
Hey, Jeff. How's it going, man?
How you doing, man? You in the studio, eh?
Yeah. I spend a lot of time in here. We're working from home these days, so yeah. I don't know. This is my home in my home.
Oh, nice. Very cool. And well, anyway, so we've met probably what, in the 90s, right? Sometime in the 90s.
Yeah.
It had to be in the 90s. It was probably like towards when you were putting out stuff on Moonshine, when you were doing those funky breaks, funky desert break series. Sorry, this is my kitty. This is one of my
Yeah.
kitties.
Hey, Kitty.
Say hi to Hondo. Hi,
Hey,
Hondo.
Hondo. Oh, nice.
You'll probably see visits from him off and on the cast, but anyway, so yeah, when you were doing the funky desert breaks CDs, right?
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I was touring a little bit before that. I think can credit Moontribe for, that was sort of the first event I started playing regularly. And then that definitely got me some bookings in Los Angeles. And I think I did started doing some out of state stuff, but really that CD, I mean, really changed everything for me. And, it was from that point on, I started touring all over the place. And really that CD really changed my life. I actually got a poster back there.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Inspiration. But yeah, no, and then yeah, that's I think that's where we met Jeff out there, on the behind the decks and
Yeah, we had the opportunity to have some good times too touring. We had
yeah. Well, I was
cities and
always
stuff like
happy
that.
to see that you were on the lineup. We got to play, a lot of the breakbeat events and together, or the breakbeat room and all that. So I was always stoked to see you on there. I think we're lucky. I feel like a lot of the DJs are pretty cool, especially I'd say, I guess I'm a little biased, but on the West Coast, everyone's pretty cool, pretty chill, at least back then. And not saying that they're not now. It's just my experience from back then. And yeah, no, it was good. Had a lot of good times. It was a special time, It was just all happened. It just took it. It was like a wave just came and swept you. I don't know, swept us all off our feet,
Right. You know what's crazy, John? I think about this quite often. We've been doing this for a very long time. We've made some really good friends along the way. But along the way, when you make friends on tour, man, you feel like they're your best friends, right? I mean, you guys,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of them out there that um, you know, I thought we were really close, but I guess, you know, I guess once I left the scene or left
Hmm.
the music business completely, about 10 years ago, um, glad it came back by the way, but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, when I left the music scene, and I believe you probably left maybe a little bit earlier, to do more professional audio work. um, I found that those friends that I had that I thought were friends, well, I still do consider them friends, but maybe not so close as friends as I thought they were. And just it's really strange how the music industry works, because it's just like, a good friend of mine, DJ Arrow, says, yeah, Joel gets, Dead Mouse gets calls all the time. I want phone calls too. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, but it's just like, um, it's crazy because it's just like, I cannot get a hold of some people for the life of me when I used to talk to them all the time. You know what I mean? It's just so
Hmm.
crazy how that works. But you
Yeah,
know,
that's unfortunate.
yeah,
Yeah, I
but
had some good advice from not to say everybody's like this, but I think in my early touring days, pre Funky Desert Breaks, um,
mm-hmm,
Martin Mendoza, better known as Doc Martin. Um,
mm-hmm,
I was friends. We had a mutual friend, his manager at the time,
mm-hmm,
Michael McDavid, who went on to run Groovalicious Records. Told him about me, and he took the time to have dinner with me. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, but one of the things he told me, and he had really so much great advice to give me that I still am grateful for this day. But one of the things he did tell me was he was already had some bitterness about it. He was like, "You have some good friends before you started doing all this DJing stuff." I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Those are your friends, John. Don't you ever forget that. Those are your real friends." And I was like, "Wow, okay." So, hopefully some of those folks that aren't returning your call, or, they're just busy or whatnot. And I understand people are busy with their work and all that. And I don't think that's just a music industry thing. I've had people that I was like, felt I was close with at work, and then I went on to a different position, a different company. And then, you're just like, oh, okay, I guess that was all sort of just business. But
yeah.
and you're a real guy, Jeff. You're
Well, yeah, my point is to all this, that I'm sorry to open up a can of worms, but the whole reason behind this whole thing is that I'm so glad that we've remained friends this whole time,
mm,
um, with or without music.
okay, man.
I consider you like, like a second brother, you know what I mean? So it's just like, well, I don't have
We
any
got the,
brothers, so you,
we got the
you be my
Japanese,
brother.
so we got the Japanese
So,
one. So
all right, we got the
you're my
Japanese brother
Japanese
going.
breakbeat brother.
All right, there you go. There you go. But I'm so glad that we've remained friends, and
Yeah, man.
just I don't know. It's just I definitely cherish that. So, but I want to also talk to you about
Love you,
oh, love you, bro. Love you, bro. So, I uh I definitely wanted to talk to you about this whole COVID-19 thing. Like, how are things in your area? And you're I think you said you're in Playa del Rey, right?
Yeah, still in Playa del Rey, same place. Been here for a long time. I mean, back my whole touring days. It's very convenient, close to LAX, but also close to the beach. I love it here. But yeah, no, things have been pretty cool here. But it's been definitely the last year, things have kind of changed a bit in our hood, and certainly post COVID, there's been a big change. There's been a lot of people trying to escape to the beach. So our neighborhood gets pretty impacted. And, a lot of people are trying to let off steam too. So I'd say, unfortunately, some of the folks coming into our hood are maybe not so respectful of people that live here. And it's kind of the noise and traffic and I don't know, just doing some, not cool things really, but overall we're and I think pretty lucky to at least be living where we do and be so close to the beach and have that as an outlet,
Almost definitely. Are
um,
you seeing that most people are kind of not wearing masks as much as they were maybe, since a month ago, maybe?
well, I think for us it's gone up. So
Oh,
I
okay.
would say things started off with maybe that first month or two with high mass count, and then it kind of dropped, and then it really fell off at one point, to where it was almost nobody. It, like if you were wearing a mask, I mean, you'd even get like dirty looks or people, going like moo, like, oh, you're following the herd. I'm like, I'm wearing this for you, buddy. You know, um, I'm wearing this for my 82-year-old neighbor with Parkinson's, and my other neighbor who's, we have a few retirees in our condo building, and so, but
Yeah, most
it's
definitely.
definitely gone. I'd say about a month ago, really went back up again, and now I'd say it's almost as good as the early days. I think kind of corresponds. The stat wise, about a month ago, I think numbers really went down in LA, and it seemed like there was a big push to get more people wearing masks, just because some of the numbers were so bad. So I would say it's gone up. I think people are being a little bit more responsible, a little less cavalier about it over here. I mean, we just went to the beach this morning with my family, and a lot of people. I mean, people when they sit down at the beach,
Uh-huh.
I think they take their masks off, but they're positioned far away from, distance from people, social distance from others, but I think when people are walking more and on the Strand, you see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of folks wearing masks. Though I have to say, a lot of the folks on the bicycles, there are not as many as those, especially the serious bikers out there. But some of them are. So but I get it. It's hard when you're like exercising hard. I mean, I go running through the hills. That mask takes its toll for sure.
Yeah, I bet.
Now I'm like, oh, what is that? My heart? Oh,
Right.
because I'm not getting
Yeah, and
this.
you're breathing all that, all your own, all the bad all the bad air from your body
Yeah,
too.
and
And it's
like
going
my
back in. It's like,
oxygen,
oh my
and
God,
I definitely feel the difference when I exercise. So,
Yeah.
but I'd say right now it's been a lot better. People are just trying to be responsible and everything, and it's not. I don't know. We're kind of used to it. We my wife and I, and even my daughter's got a couple options. We even have different options. So I'm like, oh well, this doesn't really go with my outfit today, so I'm gonna swap it out. You know?
I know we need to jump on the face mask or the mask industry there. I think we're missing out, man.
Oh yeah, well, we have a neighbor. She has a Etsy shop, and she sold like 70,000 masks or something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Crazy, yeah.
Are they cool? Are they cool
Yeah,
looking? Or
they're
are they just
cool. She's
regular
a great
looking?
designer. Her day job, she designs. She's a clothing fashion designer, at the sort of the corporate level, and she does. She's you see her. She just is always like looks her clothes. She just always she just gets out of bed and looks amazing with her clothes and stuff. So her masks are cool.
Oh
So
wow. What's her? I want to check that out. So what's her
oh
you
man,
think?
I don't. Oh, boy, I'll have to. That's terrible. Let me text Allie. Um,
Yeah, text Allie, and then maybe she can get that information, before this is over.
yeah,
That'd be cool
let me
to
see if I
share
can get
that information with everyone. I would definitely like to get some cool masks. I just got the regular ones. I don't have anything special.
yeah, she does. They're just they look cool. She's got cool designs
Hmm.
and all that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the designer mask thing yet. I just kind of find what I find and use it because I try not to go out as much either because I have my mom living with me now, so
Yep.
I really have to be careful. So I try not to go out as much. But
Yeah.
as I was going out around here, I noticed that a lot of the restaurants that used to be closed are now open. Um, but you have to like sit outside, and there's like distancing that way. But it's good to see the industry kind of opening up again and just kind of adapting to this new way of living, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's kind of good to see. But at the same time, I'm just kind of weary about actually kind of going in and into a busy place. I don't know, just because I have, precautions, personal precautions. So that's the only
Yeah,
thing that stops me, but I don't
you're
know.
high risk basically because of
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
mom.
And now, work, now I'm going into the office 2 times a week too, so I really have to be careful there, as well. So I don't know. It's just kind of,
No, yeah, it's well, everyone's got their different situations and different, risk, you know, levels, and and then I understand too. I mean, everyone's people are well, some people are doing their best, but I think a lot of people. But you gotta put food on the table too. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, most
we know
definitely.
we were. I think everyone's hoping this was going to just kind of come and go, but it's not. So
Right.
it's just all about mitigation. I think risk mitigation, and um, I think. But I don't know. As far as a city of 20 million people, I mean, how much better can we do, really? I mean, there's
Yeah,
just
I
LA
know.
is huge.
I
It's just,
know.
and I mean, I just how it's just that many people, you're going to have a lot of cases. So
Most definitely. Most definitely. So as far as like shows, you're just doing live streams. You haven't done any like real shows with like actual people wearing masks or
no,
safe
I
distancing shows
haven't.
or whatever.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I have a 7-year old, and she's got some lung issues. So, and then like I said, we got some retirees in our building. So
Hmm.
I think I'm just not quite there yet, and I'm not sure want to be pushing that.
Right.
Kind of. I don't know. Want to try to set a good example, I think, and just kind of hunker down. But yeah, I've done a few live streams. Um, I gotta say it's a lot of work. I gotta get the camera set up and the whole stream going. So
Right.
used to the days where you just roll up with your record crate or your thumb drive and headphones and go for it. So definitely respect to everybody that does all that stuff for us at the actual shows with people. It just makes it life easy on us so we can focus on what we gotta have to do. Doing those live streams, I'm doing well. My wife Allison, she does a lot of it too. They've been doing like puppets and stuff for our Moontribe streams. But yeah, this Moontribe streams were been very strong, and we were surprised. I mean, our first one in April, I think we got like over 17,000 views between
That's amazing, man. That's
Twitch and
amazing.
Facebook.
That was on
Um,
your Twitch or was it on
that
Twitch
was, I
or?
think, Twitch and Facebook combined,
Oh,
and so
okay.
we were really, it kind of blew us all away. We didn't realize how you know we would get those sort of numbers, and we're able to take some donations and help give a little cash to some out of work DJs and also some to charity as well. So those have kept going. I've done 3 Moontribe events total, but I think after the third
Three.
one and really enjoyed enjoyed them, and definitely sort of feeling the music, but I just needed to sort of focus on home again, and really focus on taking care of my daughter, my family, and all that. But they were certainly fun. I certainly had a good time, and loved playing with the whole Moontribe crew. And
Oh
those
man, I bet that was awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. I mean, I totally, yeah, when you were telling me that, it's like, oh my God, I missed that. So is that available like on if someone wants to go see that, or can they actually still see it? You know
Yeah,
how some
probably
people
the
have it
best
on replay.
place.
Is there a replay on your thing?
Yeah, probably the best place to go is just to the Facebook Moontribe Collective page, and there's
Mm-hmm.
tons. I think they divided them up by sets, But I think they're all still up there. So I think I have one in April and one in June, I think, and then in May I did the Moontribe Day Vibe there. So I think I have one a month from April through June.
So on Facebook, there it's Moontribe Collective, or is that Twitch?
No, that's on Facebook. I think Twitch is the same thing, but Twitch they with the live stream and
Yeah,
started
it's
really
only
doing
that
a
up for a
lot of
little bit.
yeah
Unless you do
everything
clips,
was
I guess. I think if you do clips, it stays on a little bit longer.
yeah, but
I'm not too sure. I'm pretty new to Twitch too as well,
yeah
but
that's the first time I did any of that stuff. I didn't even
yeah,
understand what
yeah.
it's totally all about.
So, but I know Facebook, if they don't, with DJ streams, they're actually going to be cracking down. Like, well, I think now this month, right? No,
Okay, so
October.
yeah, I mean, I
They're
didn't
going to
know what
start
all the
cracking
rules
down.
were and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
so it's going to be tougher and tougher to do live streams on Facebook, unfortunately. I know some people I've noticed some people are even leaving Twitch to go to Mixcloud, and I don't know, there's all this jumping around with with different social medias to stop getting shut down. It's kind of crazy. Mike, we have to go back to the old mixtape thing.
Hey, man, I love the that was
Little cassette.
Canon Pure Acid.
Right.
I mean, those were my first. I mean, that's how I got my first gigs, making little analog cassettes and selling them, and promoters going like, "Hey, man, this is pretty good. We'll book you. You guys like Pasquale. Been like, hey, man, I dig this. We like your Moontribe stuff. So yeah,
Those
that was
tapes
fun.
is
Feel very nostalgic about those days.
Yeah, those tapes were like a great marketing tool, weren't they? I mean, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know how people get their hands on them, but it's just like, it's just like, I got my first gig in North Carolina, because of a mixtape,
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
that's how. Well, that was like pre-internet, right?
right,
People that have grown up with the internet don't even understand,
right.
or maybe have a hard time understanding. But before there was no internet, and a lot of this music, especially this dance music, you couldn't get it everywhere.
Right.
It was hard to find. It was limited release on vinyl singles. 500 to 1,000 copies printed worldwide.
Hmm.
So you couldn't just get on to Beatport or iTunes or
Hmm.
Spotify or whatever or YouTube and just find this music, you know,
Right.
or Discogs or whatever. So it was, for I think guys like you and me, we had to have this music. We were beat junkies, and then all those people coming, they were too, and depended on us to hear this music, and you had to go to some event and buy some mixtape that said Simply Jeff on it.
God.
Start following around. It's like, oh, I like the music he plays, and just go
What
wherever
is
he's
this
playing.
stuff? It's not forward on the floor. It has some like rhythm to it, and the beats are broken. What the hell?
Yeah.
It sounds like hip hop on steroids. What is that?
Yeah, well, it was a little more mixed up too back then. I mean, when I started
It
going out,
was.
people were playing house and techno together, and a lot of the techno was a little bit more breakbeat, had a lot
It
more,
was. It was.
you know. Um,
Yeah. I mean, even when we first started, right, with like Two Bad Mice and all those,
yeah,
UK hardcore stuff. I mean, they call it UK hardcore, but really that was like, breakbeat, I mean,
yeah,
140 beats,
it
but
was.
still breakbeat. But yeah, I mean, and a lot of, and plus with all, and as the 90s went on with, a lot of the DJs, well, in the US, we all started with, UK hardcore. Everyone pretty much that were doing raves were playing like UK hardcore, breakbeat, whatever it may be. And then it just kind of, house started to get more popular and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And as that came, it kind of melted. That's when like the breakbeat scene came from like 140 and started dropping down to like 130 beats per minute, and
mhm,
then to 125. That was more closer to like house music, and then that's when like all the big DJs like the Hard Kiss brothers, Garth from San Francisco, and all those guys were developing their own branded sound of West Coast breaks, and and that's what made it more popular there. And now, you know, if you say the name Garth Ordiano over here on the West Coast, you're not going to think breakbeat at all. You know,
Yeah,
you're just gonna say, oh yeah, they're
you're
great
gonna
house
think San
DJs.
Francisco house, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, no, but
yeah.
it's definitely. Well, I think I think a lot of that sound, with I'm big on the bass spin twins and um,
Mm-hmm.
Uberzone and Q,
I
and
wish they
a
would
lot, a
come
lot of
back.
that sound I feel like made it all the way back to the other side of the pond
Yeah.
there, and really is still part of. I don't know, got sort of absorbed, into the. Not that they weren't doing that over there as well, but I feel it definitely had an influence,
Yeah,
um,
totally.
what became a really.
And you know, I'm slowly looking at my our chat thing. So Zen actually looked up your Twitch feed. So those of you guys that don't know, that's it's a Twitch TV/Moontribe Collective. So I could go ahead and show that. You see that?
Yeah, and we've been
So
doing pretty good over there. This last time I was playing those, we could definitely get some good viewership, and yeah, I think that first one we were like this second biggest or most viewed event that day, and
wow.
something
And
like
those
that.
of you who don't go on Twitch that are like on Facebook, their Facebook feed is facebook.com/Moontribe Collective, right? So you
Yeah,
see that
that's
right there.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you'll see they're um, the core group. They're very good about getting everybody's and the streaming folks we work with are really good about archiving everything and
Mm-hmm.
getting us those so we can post and all that. So makes it very easy for us to just do our thing. Focus on playing some good music and taking people on a good ride. So, but yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of good sets, a lot of great DJs. So, please check it
That's
out.
yes. And you've been. I want to get to your music too as well, but I want to just break in the middle here to say hi to people who are actually checked in. So I want to say hi, of course, to Zen. Want to say hi to Zen, Mindy. We got Jason, Sylvia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Stretch Juno?
Stretch
um,
Uno.
yeah. Freddie Wheeler. We got Timothy. Of course, that's DJ Tokes from San Francisco. And Daniel Bice. And okay, a lot of these are repeat people here. Oh, of course, we got Uncle Noah from Abduction Productions. You know Uncle Noah. Yes. We got Anthony James. Got Shane saying hi to both of us. Hello, Shane. Um, Ryan Richards from Detroit.
What's up, Ryan?
Awesome. Hi, Ryan. Um, and then we have Freddie Wheeler. Whoa, okay, he has a mixtape from Las Vegas 2000. I gotta still look for that thing. A couple people are asking for that mixtape, and I want to redigitize that one, but I gotta look for a good copy of it before I do that. So
Yeah,
that
it's hard.
that
I've been trying to do that too.
yeah, old mixtapes and just digitize them. Yeah, then
Yeah,
give it to Ken at Pure Acid so he can do
do
his
it.
thing.
Yeah,
He's still doing it, Ken from Pure Acid, you
yeah.
know. Where
No,
are
I
you, Ken? You're not on this thing today. You're usually
tried
always on. You're not on
to get
today.
it together, but so much to do. Busy,
Yeah.
busy
Let's
days.
see who else. Oh, we got Shane. I used to buy mixtapes at Liquid 303 and bought the first John Kelley CD in a record store in college in
Station,
Texas
College
in
Station, township.
1997. What was that?
That's a town in Texas, College Station.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, I need my glasses. Damn, man. Do you wear glasses or anything?
Yeah, well, I've had to wear glasses since I was like 14, and but
How's that?
I've been wearing contacts since probably 15, I guess.
Oh,
I've been wearing contacts ever since then. So I wear my glasses when I get out of bed and before I go to bed,
I
basically.
can't. I can't. Yeah, I can't do the eye. I can't do the finger to the eye or do anything that has to do with touching the eye. I don't know what it is. I just
Oh no,
can't
you
do
just
that.
get used to it. And once you wear
Do you?
contacts, I'll just like you can do anything with your eyes. It's,
That's what people say.
you get
That's what
used to
people
it.
say.
Yeah, you do.
So let's finish this list real quick. Um, we got Jacob. Remember Jacob from the old moonshine days? Yeah. Okay. And then we got Tony. And who else is that I didn't mention here that I'm missing? Probably. I'm probably missing a few. I'm sorry. Okay, we got Jose. Got Freddie, Mike. Uh, and Mark. Last time they saw us is in Baltimore.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Spring Massive, I think. Oh yeah, Baltimore. Wow, that was a long. Oh yeah, wait a minute. What was that? What was that show? I can't remember what that one was, but
It's
I don't
outdoor.
know. I just, yeah.
Kind of blend
So
together.
yeah. There's like an interesting question here. I think Zen had probably. She was wondering, how do you guys see the industry surviving in a pandemic and how to keep going as artists or event workers?
Mm,
I mean, for us, I mean, we might. I don't know if. Well, I might be the wrong person, to say anything about that because I have, just like you have a real 9 to 5 job, just like me right now,
well,
and
sort of.
I
What
don't do it full time. Um, but I would, for me anyway, I'm just trying to keep a goal to just try to do, just to be active in the scene that we're in, at least try to do, one thing a month. That's my goal. Many people do, shows every day, but for me, with my schedule and my personal life, I'm just trying to. My goal is to like try to do one thing a month, meaning like by doing one stream a month, whether it be doing an interview or a mix show with somebody or whatever. I don't know how good I'll try to up. I want to try to up it to like more than that, but that's my small goal right now, and that's
a lot of
how
work.
I try to keep up.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know. I'm similar. I don't know. I guess I'm more a little seasonal. I get more involved, and then things get busy. My other aspects of my life, and I gotta pull back. But yeah, I think it's tough. I have a lot of friends in the event and music sectors, and it's it's tough.
Mm.
It's definitely a lot of industries are. I mean, I'm mostly these days working in entertainment, but entertainment's rough too. It's just, yeah. I mean, I have a good friend over at Live Nation, and I mean, they're talking about getting going 2022. So but hopefully 2021 sort of getting something going on, and but there's a lot of people doing some cool stuff with the um, social distancing events. See a lot more like car drive up events and drive-throughs and other social events. So I think people will adapt. I think it won't be as strong as how things were, but I think if we can all just survive the things right now and get creative with events, then hopefully people can get through to the other side. I'm going to close this door.
Right. Well, I'm finding, as John closes the door, I'm finding myself like since I've been like doing these live streams, whether it be mixed shows, or even doing interviews with other people or doing my own whatnot. I've definitely noticed a lot more people giving me more offers because since being gone for so long, I guess people thought I was like totally done. But I've noticed since I've been a little bit more active in this, I have been getting a lot more offers and crazy ones too, from like, not even in the US, um, but my whole thing is I'm not going anywhere to do any shows um, for a while. And I could say that for sure for the end of 2020, and I'm not too sure how far into 2021. And that's basically it. I'm trying to find a way to just basically see if I can just, I don't know, maybe I'll just be doing live streams, for the rest of my career. I don't know. But for right now, just with
No, don't
everything
say that,
going
Jeff.
on. What was that?
Don't say that, Jeff. We're gonna get you back out
Yeah.
there.
Well,
This,
it's funny
this
because
podcast-
I mean, I want to really go out and do it again, but I just really, I mean, I'm really just trying to be careful about it, especially with having my mom and stuff like that around
yeah,
too. So
that's the most important thing.
yeah, so
This will pass, and we'll get back out there. And there's nothing like, I love live streams have been great, and it's been a great way to connect with people, and all that. But you can't, the ebb and flow of the energy with the crowd. You can't replace that. So
right.
we'll be back out there, Jeff.
Well, speaking of promoters, shoot, we got Randy Christie out there from Baltimore. We're just talking about Baltimore too. There he is. He pops up. So hey, Randy. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't do your show, but your show got canceled anyway. Hopefully we'll be able to come out. I know he was talking about bringing you too, John. So
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know. Maybe we can go out to Baltimore together, and when we both feel comfortable about the whole thing.
Jeff can babysit me.
What was that?
You can be my babysitter.
Oh, yeah, right. I think it's the other way around. Sorry.
Yeah,
They get a little bit more responsible than me.
yeah, I know.
Anyway, let me say hi to a couple more people before we move on to your track because I really want to hear them. So hey, Shay. Let's see who else did I miss here. Mark. We were saying hi to Mark. And I know I'm probably missing a few others. Lucas. Can we recreate the gift at Pepperdine? What does that mean?
That was a great. Yeah, that was a great. It was a charity event. I forget what it was for. Who we were trying to raise money for. What was it? Lauren, what is her name? She was doing lots of charity events back then. But yeah, that was on the. If I'm remembering that right, that was on the lawn at Pepperdine, overlooking the ocean there, Malibu. It was just beautiful, and that lawn is incredible. That's the nicest lawn in Southern California. That lawn in Pepperdine.
Oh, well, I'm glad you could. How many years ago was that, you think? Or that was months ago, probably, huh?
Yeah.
Can you remember that far back?
Hey, watch it, buddy. That's maybe like 15 years ago.
Okay, 15 years ago.
Maybe longer. 15, 20 years ago, I think.
All right. Let me see. Lucas. Oh, okay. We always say Lucas. See. And then Michael. Is that Mike? Man, he used to come into the shop all the time. Mike, and he's not living in California anymore. But hello, Mike. Jolene. How's it going, girl? Oh, Lucas says it's 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Just so you know. So tell me about your track, John. I mean, we have two to share with everyone here, and I'm definitely going to be playing them on my next show for sure.
Cool.
That I do. I don't know which one I'll play, but I'm definitely going to play them both. I don't, man, I was just really like, amazed. I mean, I like them. You know, I mean, I liked them before, but I even liked them more when I was listening to them last night.
Cool.
So
Thanks, man. Well, it's been,
yeah.
we spent all this work getting put these together, and then it comes to putting them out, and we're just I don't know. I guess we're more into making the music than getting them out there. But I've been meaning to get these out there for a while. But these have been done for a couple of years now, and I did these with my buddy Brian Setzik, also better well known as Eastern Sun. But for this project, he goes by the Weapons of Peace. So this is John Kelley and the Weapons of Peace. But I've been trying to get more time to do music. Boy, it's just hard making time between work and
So how do you guys work? Do you work on a part and then he works on a part and then
these. We
um
did all these. I think we're going to do more of that now. And I have another friend of mine. I think we're going to start passing things back and forth in the studio.
mhm.
Really built my studio out a couple of years ago when I started working from home, and so can have the capabilities to do that more. But these were all done in his studio in Delray, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay, okay, cool. So
Pretty good.
okay, so yeah, okay, so it's funny that because I remember when we did some I think we did Force 10 at your studio.
Yeah,
Um so I felt like you know when you're sharing tracks with people, I mean, and going back and forth, um that's definitely one good way of doing it. But I find that the one thing that is lost by doing it that way is that you're not there next to the person when he comes up with this cool sound and go, oh, that one right there, stop. You know what I mean? Or,
and that's a big part of it.
you know,
Sometimes, and that's the nice thing about working with somebody else is, you know, maybe you're just noodling around or
and then
working.
someone just notices, oh
It's like,
shit,
oh,
that
hey,
one.
that what you did right there. That
Yeah.
and the same vice versa. Or you can help people kind of zero in on their idea. Maybe it's kind of over here, and you kind of narrow the focus and you know help find the that piece. The magic. You got to find the magic. It's hard to make that magic sometimes. So
So are you all using the same DAW, Ableton Logic, or what are you guys using?
mostly, I run Ableton at my studio now for music anyway.
Oh, that's cool. I
Post
didn't know
production,
that.
I do everything in Pro Tools, but I do everything music and live, and most of this is all Ableton too. So we'll do some other things. We'll balance things out and all that, but this is almost all Ableton. These two tracks.
So you're saying when you do okay, so you're doing your music with Ableton, and you're saying you're doing post production with Pro Tools. So you're meaning post production, meaning your full time your day job, doing audio post production, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I have my own.
Oh, tell them what you do. Tell them what you do real quick. I'm
Yeah, I have
sorry.
my own business, Sunshine Sound, and do post production out of my home studio, and do a lot of short form like promos and commercials, that sort of thing. But also worked on some uh, TV shows and some, doing a little bit of film stuff too. So yeah, that's my. I mean, my
But
day job.
you
I mean,
just
the
didn't you
hours
just
get
didn't
kind of
start
crazy.
doing this by yourself. You actually started from a corporate um, place. Was it
Yeah,
Universal? Was it Sony, CBS, or somewhere like that?
NBC Universal. I was with them in some capacity for almost 15 years,
And
uh,
then
corporate
you
capacity.
brought me in to do a show, a game show called G4 Attack of
No,
the Show.
Attack the Show, which was a show
Attack of
on G4. So that was my first full-time gig. Was for
That
G4.
was fun, man.
Like, oh yeah, well they loved you, man. They were like I guess they knew who I was in the DJ world, and they were like, hey man, aren't you friends with Jeff? And you think you could get him on the show? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure he'd love to do it. They were really stoked.
That was awesome. See, because you never know who likes your stuff. It's just so crazy. You know what I mean?
And
And that's why I'm telling you guys out there who are are DJs, artists who are just now starting to get a little bit of notoriety, and you're starting to come up, and things are looking real good for you. All right, you cannot be cold-blooded to people who are coming up to you and trying to be nice to you, and trying to like ask you for advice, and you just kind of, you have to be like, you know give time to everyone, no matter if you're busy or what. That's your responsibility as an artist
Yeah.
to really remember that, because you never know who that person is really that's coming up to you that could probably help you later on down the line. I mean, shoot, if it wasn't for John not knowing me, I wouldn't have the opportunity to be on G4, and that goes for a lot of people who aren't even artists, and I just don't understand that, because when I was working for K-Rock, I was working for the Kevin and Bean show. I was a, morning show co-producer, and for that show, and we brought in all kinds of stars and stuff like that, and I was like totally starstruck, because I was like really young, and all these people I used to see on TV, I'm like, oh my god, that's Captain Kirk right there. So it's just like, you're just starstruck. But then when you find out they're like total dicks, it's like, after that one personal experience with that person, I never watched that show anymore. Never bought any of the novelty things that person did. I just totally cut that person out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, man. You artists out there, you people who have the opportunity to for people that look up to you, I mean, you really have a responsibility, and it's you just, I don't know, I don't understand it, because most people are like that nowadays. I just don't get it, and
It's
I guess time will tell for them, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, I just had to say that. Sorry.
no, it's a thing. Well, I think these days there's a lot of, I don't know, it's, and even with the social media and all about sort of marketing yourself, I think things can get a little narcissistic, and people can get kind of selfish about things. But I don't know. I guess for us, the way we come up in the underground music scene here, it was all about love and being together, and we're
Blur.
yeah. Well, hey, but, we're all just brothers and sisters on this planet. So I think it's good karma just to treat people right, and though it's hard. I mean, when you're out there and you're in front of all these people and you're touring, and then you just get done with the show. I mean, I know there's times I could have been better about it, but sometimes you're just exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally. You've been touring, you just played a big show, you just had, these giant speakers pounding you for 2 hours. But just got to try to dig down and find a little time for people. And do your best, because there's definitely days where you won't be able to cope. You're just like, I got to go back to the green room and have a beer and just get my consciousness back. Because, sometimes you go out to outer space when you're DJing or performing, you kind of hit this different zone, different state of consciousness, and come back. But yeah, definitely, if you're coming up, try to be good to people. I'm humbled by some of the folks that have been good to me, and DJing and having guys like touring with like Carl Cox, and he was just,
oh yeah, that must have been
cool
awesome.
cat, man, so cool. And just didn't like, it wasn't like, hey, I'm Carl, the rest of you guys are you guys. He was just way cool, man. Guys like Dan and everyone. So there's a lot of
You
cool.
had some like wild times with like Kyoki too in the bus. I remember. It's like, oh my god, that tour was so crazy.
I mean, living in LA too, you always hear about through the grapevine who the stars are that are actually cool and who the people are that are dicks. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck that guy. I'm not gonna watch his shit.
I know. See, that thing, that goes a long way, guys. You know what I mean? So what we should do is bring back Plur, okay? All right, John, we're gonna bring that back. All right.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's ever left. I don't know. Yeah, Plur. There you go, Plur. Right, Plur, and I mean, if you guys don't know what that means, that's peace, love, unity, respect. That's something we should all remember, right?
Especially unity and respect these days. I mean, the stuff going on and out there in the world and the media and just people on this side and people on that side. People need to come together. Everything's so binary.
Everything's so separated right now, too, with all the things going on. Yeah, everything just seems so separated, with everything going on with, all the Black Lives Matters thing, the elections coming up, if you're a Democrat or Republican or, who you're going to vote for kind of thing. And, I've known people who've lost friendships over it. It's just really, really crazy. So if we can just put all that aside and, as people just kind of like somehow come together.
That's why we need those shows back. We need to be on the dance floor together. People need,
This is true, John. This is true.
Some music,
You're right, John. Thanks for changing my mind about that because, that's probably one of the reasons why, I don't know, it's all messed up right now because we are all separated now, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's
in a way.
Hard getting your own. I think it's like that anyway. Our society has gotten very, at least in LA, you're like in your car, you got your job, you got your that's hard to, and social media too feeds it back to you, right? So you end up like with all your friends, all your like-minded friends, and you live like in your little bubble, and then it just, I don't know. It's the social media algorithms are weird. It definitely, there's something that's brings like-minded people together, but then you're more separated from other. I don't know. It doesn't seem healthy, I guess.
Well, I know one thing that brings us all together is music. Okay.
That's right.
And let's play one of your tracks here. Right. And so, which one do you want to go with first? Do you want to go with
West Coast funk? I think it's a little more of a crowd pleaser. Under the Desert Skies, a little deeper. So
yeah, I mean, I like them both, man. I think they're both crowd pleasers, but we'll go with that one first. We'll go with that one first, and I have like a little 2-minute snippet of it, so it's not the whole track, but here you guys go. Enjoy.
Part of the plan.
Yeah, John, that was awesome.
Thanks. Oh, I like the new environment now.
Oh yeah, we're in a new environment now. After that track, it got me going. Time to change that stuff up.
Speaker stacks always make me happy.
So yeah, so basically, that's a really great track. So when did you do that track?
Oh man, I think we finished that a couple years ago.
It's a couple years ago, but did it just recently just came out though, right?
Say again. We haven't put it out yet. We're just we're lazy. We just it's just, I don't know. That's a whole nother part that you'd think I'd be better at that. But when I was a young cat, people just did that for you. You just
right.
the song and they took care of everything. Now you got to do everything yourself. So
right.
I was talking to DJ Oscar about it. He loves those tracks. He's like, you got to put those out, man. I'm like, all right, I know. I just need the bandwidth to do it. But yeah, it's been sitting on these tracks for a few years now, and haven't found the space to do it. And I'm going to be on top of the speaker now. I'm just rest my chin. And yeah, so I don't know anybody that was digging that. Sorry, I haven't put it out yet, but we're just got all the other stuff we're dealing with, chasing my daughter around, and work has been crazy. I mean, having your own business is no joke. You got to do everything. I wear so many hats, and I've been lucky enough for that to be busy. So, but definitely, been trying over the last few years to get more music and DJing back into my life. It just feeds my soul, and people always seem to appreciate it. So, trying to get it out there. So hopefully soon, Jeff. I gotta just.
I mean that, yeah. One thing with you, you've been really good at making tracks that are timeless. You know what I mean? Seriously, because I even like the Force 10 and Jello jiggling that we did for like
Chick.
Yeah, Chick Hearn.
Go Lakers.
Yeah, so that was
Lakers, everybody.
What was that?
Say go Lakers, everybody.
I know. They have a good chance,
They're taking it.
Yeah, they're really coming up. That's crazy. So, but yeah, so definitely you got to let us know when you're about to put it out or whatever. Shoot, if there's any labels out there, shoot you. Oh, there he goes. Hey, that's the same. Is that the same jersey you used for the photo shoot for the record for the album?
It is actually. That is
nice.
Still fits.
That's not tight.
It's a little snugger. But I'm working on that too.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hard being a father.
So tell us about this second track here.
Well, this was sort of the same, group of sessions where we're doing these, and it's definitely a more breakbeat project. So this is Under the Desert Sky. It's a little deeper track, a little bit more inspired by being out in the desert, Southern California desert. So maybe a little more of that vibe. So I don't know. That's all I got for you.
All right. So let's go check it out. This is Under the Desert Sky by John Kelley and Weapons of Peace. I could have kept that going even a little bit longer, but
Feeling that one, Jeff?
I'm really feeling that one. Yeah,
alley?
I really like that one. Yeah, for sure. I like them both, but yeah, I like that one too. See, so man, it all depends on what you think a crowd pleaser is, because this crowd right here likes it.
Well, I appreciate it, Jeff. So yeah, it's nice to share those. We'll get them out. It's just, man, I tell you, it's a full-time job. So when you got 2 other full-time jobs, taking care of your family and got this post-production stuff, it's hard to do. But I working for myself now, I feel like I've got a little bit more space for music in my life and DJing in my life again. So pushing to make that happen. But so anyway.
That's great, John. That's really, really, really cool. Let me see if there's like any more. We're going to open it up to like maybe some questions that people might have. I'm not too sure if there are any. Well, let me say hi to a couple more people that I didn't see before. Nathan Phillips, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing, brother? When there gonna be another John and Jeff EP, man? Yeah, we gotta do that. I mean, I'm guilty of not really getting to the point of feeling comfortable of putting anything out really right now, but I am starting to put things together. So maybe I'll throw something at you, John, especially now that you're on Ableton.
Yes, send it my way.
Yeah. So, hey, there you go. Thanks, Nathan. Hey, Nathan, hey, you got to put out some more tracks too, man. He puts out some killer shit too, man. Nathan, man.
Dig it.
Keep it coming, Nathan. Keep it coming. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. And any planned live streams set for us too? So how about you? Do you have any live streams planned?
Not right now. I mean, I can always reach out to the Moontribe folks. So I was thinking of reaching out for October, but I think that's gonna be right on Halloween, so that's a big day for my daughter. So
you guys are, I hear they're banning Halloween.
Oh, are they?
Trick-or-treating, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
can,
know. That's just what I just heard. I don't know.
I can see that being the deal, but regardless, that's I don't know. I found doing the live streams a bit disruptive since we're doing it on the house, and have to get everything set up and everything. It's definitely kind of takes over our house for seems like 2 or 3 days. So hopefully, I'd like to get back to it. Fall, unfortunately, is a very busy season for entertainment stuff. So I've been pretty busy for the last month, and it just seems like it's not.
You've been doing some incredible stuff. I went onto your Sunshine Sound site, and
Thanks,
wow, man, I was really amazed on the trailers you were doing. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about the people who don't know
Sure.
some of the things that you're working on?
SunshineSoundLA.com. You can check out some of the stuff I got going on there. I've been wanting to share some of my more recent projects, but there's a lot of music licensing restrictions on even putting that on professional sites and social media and stuff. So I've been working on this TikTok campaign. I don't know if you guys are seeing those TikTok commercials, but those were real fun to work on. And just finished. If you guys are into the Emmys, if you guys are watching the Emmys tonight, and there's a FX brand spot comes up, that's I worked on that. Sound designer, mixer for that as well. So and we did a Fuke Twigs spot video to help turn that into surround and get that on Hulu as well. So I've been working on some cool, fun stuff. Really love working with the people and the artists I get to work with. Just really great people. And it's a real. I like the multidisciplinary action of working on this type of stuff. So it's music is always usually just musicians, but producers and composer. But this, you'll be working with editors, designers, writers, producers, everybody coming together, for a common goal. Really enjoy that, and feel lucky and privileged to be working on with the people and the type of material I've been working on. So so yeah, but there's some stuff on there. You can check that out as well. But hopefully I can get some little more recent things on there as well. So
That's great. That's great. So, man, that's
watch
awesome.
Cake on FX channel on Hulu. Cake. So I'm the mixer for that show. But that's a cool. It's cool, like animation and compilation show. They have some cool stuff on there. Some really cool art and some kind of little edgier type stuff too. So it's really enjoy that.
So that's sunshinesoundla.com.
That's right. Yeah. So people can check out some of the stuff on there. And then please hit that SoundCloud. Go there, and I know I'm not out there, mixing it up like I was, but I feel like I got try to put most of those mixes. I've been live stream mixes up there, and check those out. And please like me. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you are a very nice guy. I've been known to be a nice guy too, maybe a little too nice.
We both have the same problem, Jeff.
Yeah. So yeah, and for the few of those who I've been kind of like stern on, I'm very sorry. I'm not usually like that, and I got people on this feed that could probably back me up. Oh man, yeah. There's just few. I mean, I mean, throughout the years, I'm a bit older now, so yeah. So I'm a bit stern on things that I wasn't so stern on before. But
we love you,
I'm
Jeff.
sure, yeah. So anyway, oh, Zen was saying there's something wrong with the SoundCloud. Do I have the SoundCloud thing on my? You see the thing scrolling down? Is that the right SoundCloud?
I don't know if it has dashes. Does it have dashes? There, I'll check
DJ John Kelley is the SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, DJ John. Yeah, that's it. DJ.
We'll see if when it scrolls around again.
DJ. Yeah, that should be it. I'm looking at it right now.
DJ John Kelley John Kelley. Yeah, she says it's not working on her end.
I don't know. Let's see.
DJ SoundCloud.com /DJ John Kelley.
With the EY. Don't forget the EY.
EY, yeah, I got that.
I'm on there right now. It's playing.
Okay, she got it. I guess she got it.
People forget that E all the time. I don't know. I don't know how. Probably half the flyers, maybe 2/3 of the flyers that I've ever been on had my name spelled wrong. And then there's a lot of confusion there. There's a DJ John Kelley without an E on the end from Manchester,
right,
England.
I remember. Yeah.
Gatecrasher, right? Gatecrasher? Is that?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Totally different sound, man, altogether.
Like people would be like, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we love your funky desert breaks, but we thought you were this big white guy." And I'm like, "Sorry to disappoint you." And I was like so confused for several years. Why is everybody thinking of this big white guy? And they were like, "Oh, were you at Gate?" There was so much confusion, and finally we met. He's a super nice guy, totally cool guy, and we had a good laugh about it. We're like, "Oh, you!" He's like, everybody thinks I play break beats, and I'm like, everybody thinks I'm a gatecrasher. It's like, so it was.
Oh, so far.
But good thing he was
far from
cool
that.
Guy, he was. What if he'd been like some big scary dude? Like,
Hey John, well, we've gone a little bit over. My goal was to keep it at an hour, but it's all good. We're just a little bit over, but I want to at least get to like some a question here from like Nathan right here for you, John. Nathan was in Manhattan Beach yesterday near Paul Grogan's old rampant Paul Grogan studio.
I've been over there. I've been to his old pad in Manhattan Beach for sure.
Wow.
Way back then. I think he was giving me some rampant promos or something like that. But yeah, I go way back. Hey, how's it going, Nathan? I go way back too. I mean, we had this crazy trip in the Mexico. He was on this trip with us. We all went to see like I think Doc and Dan play in Mexico somewhere, and I mean the whole party went crazy. But we did have a really great time listening to Doc Martin playing on the beach in this cafe. That was still, I remember that day so well. That was a lovely day.
You know, it's crazy that you mentioned that party because, you know, I'm just kind of like had a flashback of events back then. And it's just like, it's just one thing I'm really grateful for being in the scene back then is when everything wasn't so segregated, you know, so, you know, you'd go to, you know, a party, you know, and then you might be playing after a house DJ or a trance DJ, you know, you're not going to be playing in the breaks room or the trance room or the house room, you know, it was just all one big happy family party, you know, and it's just basically about the music, no matter what you played. And I was playing a little bit more versatile then, you know, I wasn't playing breaks. I was playing funky house. I was playing funky techno more.
I still, you know, I'm not a total breakbeat purist, and I've had people give me a hard time about it, even at shows, you know, leaving me like taking time to write a nasty note to me because I played a little bit of 4 on the floor stuff, and you know, they're like, "What is this?"
That's crazy.
Okay, thanks.
It's just music, folks, and we love it. You know, we love music. You know, and if you don't like what we're playing, you know, then freaking plug your ears and shut your trap because it doesn't matter what you think at the end of the day. You know, it's just like what you like, and that's it. You know, I mean, I get that all the time too. Because where's the breaks? You know, I mean, damn, dude, it's just like enjoy the music.
Yeah, you know? I think people like what they like. I get that, and you know, maybe they associate a certain style, and they're coming to see you, you know, and paying money and all that. But
no, I get it.
I think there's a little bit of. I would like to see where things come together more. You know, I've been happy with a lot of the Moontribe events lately. There's definitely there's just the one sound system, so you get a lot of different sounds and styles of music on the one same dance floor. So, you know, it's nice, and it's kind of what we're talking about before with social media and how you kind of end up bubbling up into just like-minded people. That's great to find common people that you have things in common with and share love for things. But, you know, it's good to appreciate some other things, some other styles of food, some other styles of art, some other styles of music. And, you know, you don't know, maybe you'll find something you love. You know, you're like, what is this music? Oh, this is called jazz music. I love this. I'm like, that's a whole world you can explore now instead of just like you only do your thing. So I don't know. It's a big world out there, people. Go and explore.
My man Masaki, man, he nailed it. You know.
Oh yeah, and trust us. We're right. We're gonna take good care of you, and we are listening. If we're playing stuff, and I'm like, wow, they hate that song.
Yeah.
I'm not playing any more of that, you know. So,
yeah, I know.
You only got what's on your thumb drive, but we're listening. It's a interactive sport, DJing. At least the good DJs, to me.
It really is. I mean, you know, that's why it's all about, you know, that we're there to read the crowd. We'll know if you don't like it. Don't just have patience, my friend. You know, we see people leaving the floor. We'll change it back to breaks if you want that. You know what I mean?
We'll see. You know, we'll see if things slow down, but give us more than some crowds have had is just like, you know, like 10 seconds. You know, like, hey, well, I can't even change. You know, give me at least another 16 bars to swap this track out. You know?
No shiznit. Yeah, and no over.
Thanks, abductions. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, it really is. It's about bringing the best tunes out. You know, the ones that we could find, and sometimes those tunes are not breaks, or they're not. You know, they're different styles of music. You know, and I mean,
you're good now though. There's some great breakbeats out now. I am loving it.
I know. Are you telling me people? Are you telling me people that all you people who are just in the the people who are just like one style, you're telling me that you don't like any pop songs out there, any other types of music, you just like breaks? Or maybe am I taking it wrong? Maybe you just want me to play breaks. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Jeff.
You know, it's just, are you just being,
Sorry,
you
we're
want me to play it?
like bitter old men.
I don't know. I just,
Take it easy. So
yeah. So it's just, I don't know. That's all good. That's why it's just like now that I'm kind of doing it more like I'm not doing music anymore as a job anymore, which is, I'm doing it, as somewhat as a hobby, right now. And this is my, comfortable zone for me right now. I just, like the fact that I don't really have to worry about DJing for money, because I think that's one thing that took me away from the whole music industry, or because I just got to the point where I didn't know how to do anything else but music, well, besides running a record store and being a entrepreneur, owner, whatever, and doing music stuff. But so I thought that's all I knew and stuff, but it took, thank you, Noah Abduction Productions is the one who actually got me a job at UC Irvine, and it basically, I started from ground zero and worked my way up. And that was the hardest because I was making less than half of what I used to be making. And so I had to budget, I had to get rid of things, and then, just started, a new way of life. But I totally appreciated it. You know what I mean? And now that I'm back to the point where I I'm okay. I'm, and the timing was good for me too. So music is starting to be part of my life again. Now it's a hobby.
you come full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So it feels good. So there's only a few people that can few artists out there that will be able to make it as an artist full time. And when you do make it as an artist full time, um, it's really hard to separate making music for yourself or making music for the business. Meaning like making music for the people rather than making music for yourself.
It's tough. It becomes a grind. You have fans to please, promoters to please,
Labels to please.
the dollar signs talk.
Yeah.
So people like, oh, well, people aren't feeling your stuff as much, so it's definitely it's a whole thing. It will be eternally grateful for all what music has been in my life and the touring I've gotten to do and the experiences of people I have to meet. But it can be quite a grind, and being on tour and all that and having to be on your A game, week in and week out. It definitely can be rough. It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, I was bitter. I was bitter towards the whole scene. When you're used to headlining, getting primetime slots, to slowly getting not such a good spot and not really being in the main room all the time. And I don't know, when you get up to a certain level, you want to kind of stay at that level, or, you don't want to go all the way down. And I felt that career wise. And plus, it's really important to have a really good team too. You can't do it all on your own,
Yeah.
And so at the same time, I felt that my team was being weakened a little bit. I was losing legs there. So maybe it was someone from up above telling me, hey, man, I'm going to, no matter how hard you try, I'm going to stop you. You got to do this for this time of your life, and then you will come back, So I'm so glad that all happened. It was really hard for me to accept because, I was so bitter because music was in my blood. It's my lifeline. I truly loved it, but I felt that was, people were just turning the other way towards me, and, in the scene. And so I was just like going, okay, forget it then. I just forget it. I don't even care. I don't even care if
Newer,
I need to find something else to do.
pressure,
Yeah. So so I'm glad that all happened, you know what I mean? But my advice to new artists out there is like, man, you better have a plan B, because you might be doing good now, and you better keep that team on point too. You know what I mean? You better, that was my mistake, because I had a really good team at one point, but I was you know, when you're on tour, sometimes I didn't have the right people looking over some of the people that were, you know, taking care of things for me. So it's just, you know, it's just basically, you don't, you know, your team is important. So get yourself a good team. You know what I mean? That's really, real important.
There's also, I think, you know, the ebbs and flows of music. Different kinds of music become popular. Different.
True.
There's you know, thousands and thousands of music type artists and DJs out there, and tastes change. Things become new. You know, what was new and fresh once becomes old later, with, you know, everything, with all sorts of art, movies, you know, all, everything. So there's trends and stuff, and those are big trends that, you know, you know, you can, maybe you're part of a wave, a breakbeat wave or something like that, and then I don't know, it becomes all about, all of a sudden everyone's into, you know, trap or something else. So that's the ebbs and flows of music. But I'd like to add, you know, when you're coming up and when you're on that rise, just you know, ride that as long and hard as you can. You know, and it's not everybody can be the Rolling Stones, or, you know, and ride off into the sunset in that manner, or, you know, or try to, you know, get ready to try to transition into something else as well. Been very lucky to feel like I'm doing the entertainment thing now. So
Yes.
you know, whatever you do, put your head down and just, you know, have at it. Give it your best.
Just, I mean, for me, it's just like, I was like, you know, getting up there in age, you know, it's like, man, okay. I'm not too far from that age, really, you know, because I'm thinking myself, when I'm 60 or 70, can I see myself doing this?
Yeah, well, there's that too. I mean, for me, I know I definitely hit a point where I was like, I need a change in
Yeah.
life, you know. So
Yeah.
I could feel the star waning, but at the same time, I think, you know, I think my heart at one point wasn't into it as like it had been in the past too. So, you know, sometimes life changes, but when your star's on the rise and your heart is into it, just grab on and ride that horse as long as you can.
Yeah, most definitely, and you know, music never left for me. It was just basically the business that I had a problem with. So that's basically, you know, um someone asking if my oh my god, someone asked Christina, I'm not 70.
It's good. This is good therapy for you, Jeff.
Well, I must be looking real good.
Man, we can talk.
I'm
Yeah.
up there in age though, but I'm not quite 70 yet. But that was a good one. That put a smile to my face. Thanks, Christina. No, I'm not 70. But I think about it, you know, just like, oh man, you know, I mean, do I really want to be up on stage at 70
Yeah,
mixing tracks?
we're gonna do
And
it.
you know, I mean, it might be cool, you know, because remember that DJ Granny lady I was going around that was freaking
Oh
DJing,
yeah.
this old lady? That was actually really cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, my mind, see, that's another downfall. My mind constantly changes. Like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? You know, it takes something real drastic for me to change. So I don't know. Okay, Mark has it. Mark Mercury. Okay, real ravers don't age; they just gain weight. Okay, I'm not. I lost weight actually.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Oh my god. See, I left, and that's what happened. I lost weight. You know, the airport food's not the greatest. You know what I mean? So that's probably part of the reason why I was so big back then.
Yeah, it is not. We're spoiled out here in Cali. Nothing against food everywhere else, but it's can get a bit heavy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So what's your goal? What's your goal for 2021? Like
2021. Wow, next year. I'm
next
just
year. I mean, it's coming up. I mean, you know, we're already in September, so
well, you know, I started my own business about almost exactly 2 years ago, coming in about another month. and things have been going well for me. They've been slowly growing, picking up more clients. So I just want to keep on that, growing my business, and doing the mixing and sound design stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it feels like a wave I'm riding, so I'm just going to keep surfing that wave. But as the more that becomes stable for me, the more that gives me hopefully the freedom to do a little bit more music. But probably that's not going to be till next year, because fall is really crazy for on the entertainment and sort of the busiest season. So hopefully winter, springtime, I can start doing some music. Maybe Jeff, we can do something.
Oh man, that would be freaking awesome, man. Yeah.
So I think
get to the
I want to get some more. I'm pretty happy sort of where I am with DJing. Moontribe is a great outlet for me to play that just even if it's just 3 or 4 times a year. I don't know. I've been gigging maybe about half a dozen times a year, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, that's
good.
It's about perfect for me, because I need that. I don't have as much mojo as I used to, so I need to make sure I have the mojo to do it. And but I would like to. That seems good. I just want to I'd like to get some more music out there. So I think for me, that's my 2021.
Well, we know we have people who love you out there, John, and, people want to hear stuff from you, I mean, look,
I appreciate it. I'm trying, guys.
Those 2 tracks that you played me, it's just, and you did those like 2 years ago. It's just like, man, I'm playing those tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's been a big adjustment with fatherhood and having your own business. And for a while, it was just I was working corporate there. But we're getting all that under control. So, I'm kind of a slow mover. I'm a planner, very methodical. So, but I feel.
Oh man, John, I think you're crapped out there a little bit there. Let's see. Let's wait a couple minutes, see if John comes back. I guess that's it. Oh, well, no, you can cut off. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. You see right there. Oh, wow. That's crazy. The Matrix got him. Yeah, that's right, Noah. The Matrix got John Kelley. Oh, there he is. He's coming back. Well, I got a couple things. I know you can hear me, John. Yeah, he's definitely frozen for sure. John, you can do, you're a dad, you can do anything, that's for damn sure. And looking to hear more music, definitely. Well, thank you, my friends. I mean, it's definitely good to be a part of this. I think John might be trying to be logging in, but you know what? We're at an hour and a half right now. My whole goal was to keep this at an hour and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. My next show will probably be next month. I have a really cool guest lined up for that one. Don't really want to say who that is yet until we get closer to that date. Actually, I got 2 really cool ones. There's John.
Sorry, I had some internet issues, but I think I probably. How are we doing here, Jeff?
We're doing good. I mean, we still got 21 people on, so there's 21 people out there that want to still hear, or 20 people now that still want to hear us.
Why? I think I kind of have something else I got to hit here.
Oh, okay.
Pretty soon. Does that work?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. All right then. So, Jeff, thanks for having me on. I super appreciate it, and always good to hang, and I love you, man.
Yeah.
So
most definitely, and we definitely want to keep in touch with what you're doing. I'll try my best to also you know make a conscious effort to get some stuff rolling with you too as well, because I miss doing stuff, music with you too as well. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted, and maybe we could do another show. Maybe you could bring a couple other your Moontribe crew on or whatever. And
Yeah, especially if this is a breakbeat show, love to get Brandroid and Chris Bartek on here.
yeah, let's plan
So
it.
they're sort of the younger anyway,
Yeah.
sort of Moontribe breakbeat guys. Making me proud playing the broken beats out in the desert. So yeah, reach out to me, we'll hook them all up and get them on here.
Yeah, right on. And next month I'll be on Twitch TV. Thanks, Zen. I'm gonna be doing, well, actually, I'm gonna be probably, I think they're scheduled to do another Fractured show. So you're gonna be doing a Fractured Nation too, but maybe not next month, maybe the following month or something like that, John. But you're definitely on the schedule for that too as well.
Okay, just reach out to me and we'll lock it in.
Yeah, so in October sometime we're going to be doing a new Fractured Nation, and I got asked to play at that one too as well. And I guess they're asking about you too, John. So
Okay, well, I
you're
love those guys.
definitely
So yeah,
you're definitely going to be coming up soon as well. So
okay,
we'll keep you posted.
All right, sounds good. Should be good timing.
All right, John.
I think I'm ready to get back on the decks again.
Oh yeah. All right, John. Well, you take care, and then we'll be in touch, my friend.
Okay, sounds good, Jeff.
All right, take care.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Peace.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for hanging in there. For the 20 people who are still on, thank you so much. Thank you for all the support and everything. And yeah, be sure to check out Twitch TV Fractured LA too. Yeah, so that's the live stream. Fractured LA is doing the stream, part of the stream of the Fractured Nation. There's a Fractured Nation. There's Fractured and I can't even. I'm getting a brain fart right now. There's a Fractured in every city there, or not in every city. In on the West Coast, there's Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, LA, soon Vegas. Am I missing somebody? Anyway, but they'll be coming up with Fractured Nation soon, and it's going to be featuring acts from not only just the U.S. but around the world. It's going to be a pretty good lineup. So stay tuned. And again, Salt Lake, yeah, sure, Jolyn, is there Salt Lake? Oh man, am I missing something? Anyways, well, thank you very much. I'm going to stop rambling now, and thank you so much. Stay tuned to my Facebook, Twitch, and maybe YouTube. I'm not too sure, but yeah, and I'll definitely keep you posted on all that good stuff. New music, new podcast, and all that. All right, so you guys take care. Peace, love, unity, respect, and until next time, folks. See you later.